I hope we're excited about the win, and we're not. What's going on?
What's up, man?
I haven't heard from you in a minute. How you been?
I've been good, man. How you too?
I've been all right, man. We just won, so that's good, right?
What's
I-
I just saw what's up with that ankle? Fill me in. Fill me in.
Um, so remember when Braun sprained his ankle
Yeah, what
in 2021?
your boy off the forgot his name. What's his name? He did it. He ran into it.
Yeah,
Used to be on the Hawks, right?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's better when the ankle sprains like the conventional way. When it sprains, twists the other way, it's not the greatest thing in the world. So hopefully it's not, hopefully it's not awful. You know what I'm
Is he
saying? But
playing?
usually when it
Do you
goes
see
the
him
other way,
playing?
it's never that great.
Do you see him playing Monday?
I don't know. He was
That's it.
trying to shake it off or whatever, but
But he
he
went to
went
the
to the
bag. I
locker
saw.
room. Yeah, yeah. So hopefully he can.
It's no reason to go crazy on that and risk
Yeah,
that for the rest of the season. Just punt. I mean, that's what I'm just saying. Like, it's just one game. I mean, then y'all
yeah,
schedule. If you're
yeah.
gonna,
So
you know what I'm
he
saying?
yes, so he might not play
I don't think he would risk it for one little Boston game, bro.
because if like if it's that thing where he's just being rolled up on like that, it's you know what I'm saying, like it's typically never good when the ankle rolls that way. So we'll
Yeah.
see how it
Well,
goes.
JP, I don't think he mean. I see
Yeah,
what he fell. I mean, it was literally he did have his hand right there, but
yeah, yeah. But all in all, they started off sluggish, bro. It's like the energy wasn't there tonight. Um, Draymond, it was just a choppy night today, bro. Like Draymond started off and he played 3 minutes, and then you saw him limping off the court. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes like when I'm at the gym and I'm doing like some type of exercise or whatever, and then you just feel like the little twinge in your back, and you're like, "Fuck, this is probably going to be like a week." Then you know what I'm saying, and then you just start to walk gingerly out the gym. That's that same shit that Draymond did. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly what that feels like. So he was out tonight, and the second or the first half would just look like just look like a lethargic team. Jordan, he came to burn the house down, as Mans tells me that when he comes to Chase Center, he's just going to burn it down. And that's what he looked like he was going to do. But then we started to play a little bit of defense in the second half, and we just started to force some bad shots from them. And that's where it went. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of worked out. Steph got going. He had 26, 22 shots. Dennis had 20 and 4. TJD 16. Sorry, no, 6 points. He played 24 minutes, 15 rebounds. Kevon Looney, 10 points, 13 rebounds. So between the two of them, they had 28 rebounds between the two of them. So we out rebounded Washington by 11 tonight. We had more shots than Washington as well. So offensive rebounds, 17 tonight, and they had 11. So we killed them on the glass. We had more possession. So we had 9 more shots than they did, only turned the ball over 9 times. They had 13 turnovers, right? So we did a pretty good job tonight taking care of the ball. Andrew Wiggins, 30 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. It's either we're going to root for the guys or we're not going to root for them. You know what I'm saying? Like trolling doesn't do anything. Don't be silly, everybody. Trolling does nothing. But just win the games that you're supposed to win and we'll be fine. They just looked sluggish tonight, bro. It looked like it was cold. The building didn't have any energy in there tonight. No type of energy tonight. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it
Hey,
is.
hey! There was a spontaneous "Let's Go Warriors" chant, unscripted, not led
Not
from the
let
loudspeakers. When was the last time I've heard that over here? I don't know.
Bleacher Dave, where'd you sit tonight?
Sat 115, about mid court, row 8, which is about 15 rows back.
So you
Excellent
did
seat.
so you didn't go crazy tonight then.
I didn't go crazy. Never went down. to where I wanted to get down for under 1,000, but
Yeah.
they stopped at 700.
Okay.
Yeah, but fantastic seat. Love it.
Yeah, those are pretty good seats. So 115, that's sideline, right?
Yeah, sideline club. Yeah.
Did you get club access or no?
Hey, absolutely.
Okay, yes. So those are great seats.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so tonight, how was the energy in the building?
Low.
Yeah.
It
See,
wasn't. It wasn't filled. The T-shirt. It was a T-shirt giveaway that nobody put on.
so it was a Saturday night. Look, bro, the Wizards, and it was just low energy tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's low energy on Twitter, it's low energy in the building. People that I talk to around the city, there's just low energy. So we just need to go on a run and get people re-engaged because that's pretty much what it is. It's just a low energy thing that's going on right now. No, like I think people just look at this team and they're like, the team is just mid, they suck, right? Even though we got a bunch of guys that are out right now, but eventually we'll get those guys back and they'll make a little push and we'll just see where we land. And that's pretty much what it is. I mean, um, there's a lot of teams just kind of hanging around. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at the standings, a lot of teams, quite frankly, are just hanging around. And somebody's going to make a push and somebody isn't. So, right now we're in the 10th spot and we are 2 games out of the 6th spot. We have 20 L's and the Lakers have 17 L's. So all of these teams, I'm assuming, are going to start to make a push. We have 20 L's. Dallas has 19, and Kyrie Irving just got back. Right, so there's some teams ahead of us that we need to start watching now. Um, what is the status on Draymond? Is Draymond going to play the next game? Did Boston lose tonight? I'm not sure if Boston lost tonight. Let me see. Did they lose?
I hope not.
They fucking lost tonight in overtime. No shit. Okay, so Boston lost to the Hawks. So they're going to be traveling tonight. That's going to be interesting. What's going on, Bruce?
It'll make them more
What's good?
focused.
What's good? What's good, homie? Good,
What up?
good dub. Yeah, I think Boston did lose to the Hawks, man. Ice Trade went crazy, no?
Yeah, so Trey Young, let me see what he had tonight.
No, last time I checked, he had like 28 points.
Yeah, they
It
lost
went
in
to
overtime.
overtime. Yeah,
So
yeah, facts.
yeah, so Trey Young what had 28 and 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Jason overrated him, 2 of 21, 23 points. All right. He played okay. Um Jalen Brown, yeah. Derek White. Derek White took 11, sorry, he took 16 threes tonight, bro. That team be tossing them up,
Yeah,
man. My goodness.
he's been in the slump though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's been struggling for like the past 5 games.
They want to trade him to us. He'll be the perfect player for us, bro. Perfect.
Yeah, they ain't doing that. Celtics
Would
not doing the Warriors no favors.
love to have him. Love to have him on my team. Perfect player. But nonetheless, uh they that game tonight, they just fought through like a malaise. You know what I'm saying? Like it just didn't, like I just feel like the energy, the overall energy is down across the board because people are just looking at the record. They looked at the start, they look at the record, and it's almost like they just given up. I haven't given up because every morning I look at the standings and I just look at how close it is. I look at how bunched together all of these teams are, and it's pretty much just going to come down to, I'm going to be honest with you, who stays the healthiest, you know? That's pretty much what it's going to come down to. It's just going to come down to what team stays the healthiest. That's that's pretty much it. And I'm not sure what trade is out there, but this morning I broke it down in playback and I'm like, and we did a thing, right? Where I threw it up on a whiteboard, right? And I said, when we started off the season, our offense relative to league average, right? We were 2 points better or a +2 better than league average. Our defense was a +7 better than league average, right? So those first 10 games, we had a net rating of close to 10. All right. So think +2 and +7 on defense. Okay. Um, After that, we were a -4 on offense, awful, and then we were a negative, I believe, a -2 on defense or something like that. Yeah. So the offense and the defense kind of took a shit, right? Let me say this. I would love to have our offense get back to a +2. I will even take a +1. I will even take league average. But I do need the defense to be right back where it was. Going from a +7 to a -2 is not great. That's where we've really suffered. We are not we I think we all know that we're not a great offensive team. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? When I look at a team like OKC, they are +2 better than league, and they are a +10 better than league on defense. So they're clearly leaning defense, right? So that is the formula that we need to get under. By the way, the Houston Rockets, we are a better shooting team than the Houston Rockets currently. But you know what the Houston Rockets do? They guard, they defend. And, you know, unless you get a real game changer in here, I'm not sure how much better our offense is going to get if you don't get a real game changer in here, right? So what we need to get back to is that we need to get back to a slightly better than league average offense. And that's going to be right around, say, like 114, 115. That's where we need to be. The last, how many games have we played so far? We've
What?
played more than
41?
half the games, right?
Yeah,
So
facts.
this is like right around the halfway point, right? So going forward, we need to get to the point where we are slightly above league average, right? And I do everything relative to league average, right? So if the league average this year is 113 for offense, 113 for defense. So where we need to get to is a 114 or a 115. A 115 would be lovely, right? And we need to get back the offensive rate, the defensive rating needs to be right around like a 107, 108. If we can get our defense right back there, if you wake up in 3 months or 2 months and our defense is at like a 108 and our offense is like a 114, that means we've made a run. If it goes the other direction, that means we're out of this bitch. But that's where it needs to be. But it has to start with defense. I was watching a game the other day, and OKC was playing Cleveland. Cleveland is annihilating people right now. And I watch OKC with Chet sitting in street clothes with a broken hip and Hartenstein in street clothes. And they absolutely stifled Cleveland with guards. You know what I'm saying? They absolutely stifled them with guards, right? So when you can lock up point of attack and you can stifle and take away some of the things that the bigs did. The other night they took away a lot of that playmaking shit with that they try to get the bigs to do. And Mitchell had a terrible game. So it really starts up top, right? And tonight I thought they played pretty good defense. There's some lapses here and there, but for the most part they played well. But I'm going to be honest with you, all of this starts point of attack, and it starts with proper rotations and crisp rotations, right? So the more we get some of these guys back, remember Jonathan Kaminga is out. He was pretty good for us. He
Yeah, I
was
think he
good
gonna
for
be crazy too when he double back, bro. I'm
yeah.
not
So
gonna
he
lie.
was good for what, like 17 points a game. I don't know what
Depending
the
on the
situation.
minutes. It depends on the
Y-
minutes. And I
Yeah.
think
So Bruce, I think for this stretch, he's
mhm.
a year 4 kid. He's what, 22 years old. I don't think he should be playing less than 30 minutes, right?
Nah, nah. Yeah, I
So
agree.
when we make that push, right, he has to be on the court. I don't care how much you think he sucks. I
Right,
don't care. I don't care. I don't care. But
right.
he needs to be playing 30 minutes a game. I don't give a shit.
Hundred
I don't
percent.
care what you think he is. I don't care if you think he needs to be traded,
Or
this,
if
that, and the other.
his IQ is low.
I don't care if you think his IQ is low. I don't give a shit. But he needs to be on the court 30 minutes a game minimum. I
Yeah,
don't want no
facts.
cute shit. Because the cute shit is kind of why we are in the position that we're in, right? So, let's stop the nonsense and let's play the guys that need to play. Like it's kind of funny. Did people see how much pressure Wiggs put on the rim tonight?
A lot, a lot.
Okay, like now, get the other motherfucker in there that's 6'8", that can put pressure on the rim. That's kind of what we need,
That is a fact,
right?
bro.
Like, whatever happens with a trade, happens with a trade, right? But until then, let's try to play some proper defense and go back to building good habits, because the good habits were there before, and now the good habits are not there. Because throughout all of this, there's been injuries, there's been tinkering and more tinkering and more tinkering, right? So let's just get back to the right thing and see if we can just pull off some solid wins. Because I think we can. But these games going forward, we're not going to sit here and just outscore teams. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we do. But we do need to generate a lot of stops. I think like the last, it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and cry about trades and do this and do that. That's not. I'm not that type of person. I'm more like play fucking better. You know what I'm saying? So we need to execute and play correct defense and stop with 50 guards on the court. And for the love of God, can we just play Dennis as much opposite of Steph as humanly possible? I don't mind Dennis, but having Dennis out there while Steph is standing is not great. It's not great for anyone. You're killing his minutes. Um, we need him to be Steph, and we need him to draw people, right? There was a possession where I just watched people go under screens, and Steph is just standing there, right? You need Dennis to be uh, uh, running the pick and roll when Steph is not there. That's what we need. They need to play them as opposite as possible, because when Dennis is out there and Steph isn't there, right? Then he has more freedom to do his thing. When Steph is out there, I need Steph to be maximized as much as possible. I can't have him just standing there and people are just going under Dennis's screen because Steph is there and he's standing, and they're like, that's much better offense than Steph running around, right? So that's what I need them to do. And they've been doing that much more often, if you've noticed. So that's the type of thing that we need to get into. We need to run proper stuff. Dennis cannot be out there dribbling the hell out of the ball while you have Steph just standing there. It's I watched a game the other night and they were just going under the screen. And of course, when you go under the screen, you, as an NBA point guard in this era, you have to punish them, right? And he was doing what he was supposed to do. They were giving him shots and he was taking them. Tonight, they did something similar, and I think he made like two threes early. So that's good. So he's getting a little bit more comfortable. I'm not going to kill a guy because he just got to the team and we play a completely different style than the rest of the NBA does. I'm not going to kill him, right? It is what it is. However, tonight, um, I saw a situation, and this is a shit that we just cannot get into. You can't sit there and you have Jonas Valanciunas on the court, and you're out there running split action. Run offense at him, right? So you know, people talk about this offense and all of this shit, but I'm going to be honest with you. The way that they run the offense does not help the players that we have on the court. They're not necessarily offensive juggernauts out there. But why are we running offense that, one, you don't have the personnel for, and two, other teams are just running way easier offense, just targeting people. We should have been targeting Jonas Valanciunas, right? Bringing him up, and it's funny because they brought Steph back in the game. Jonas was in the game. Jonas is up, and of course, Steph gets a couple. layups, and all of that. Why? Because they kind of attacked him. So I I just need the nonsense to stop. Stop with the fucking experiment. Every year you do this nonsense. It doesn't work. We go into a slump. We lose a couple of games, and then you change it back. Every goddamn year it's the same thing. So it is what it is. Um, how say you, Bruce?
Yeah, what I will say is, I've been giving TJD a lot of static, but I would say this. If he's not going to finish at the rim, but give you double-digit rebounds every game, 15 this game, 15 last game, I salute him. You know what I mean? And if this is the production that him and Moon can kind of give you, where, you really not getting a consistent production from the front court, you know what I mean? Especially if Draymond's not knocking down shots, because ultimately they shrink the floor. So if they're gonna keep doing that, he can miss as much bunnies and dunks as he wants. I'm cool with that. So shout out to him. And you know what I mean? Like Steph, I think Steph will be okay. You know, some ice, some Epsom salt. You know what I mean? A little foot rub, he'll be all right. Some hot stones. But yeah, bro, it's now or never, bro. They got to make that run now. So I need Kaminga to come back, do what he was doing, and I feel like his value and the need for a player like with his archetype, it's very you know you can see that you really need a person like that, and so I do hope when he returns, Kerr is not doing the kumbaya thing and playing 14 guys 20 minutes to preserve guys. Like you got to unleash these guys. You don't necessarily have to be Coach Tibbs. But these boys is young, and let them make a few mistakes. Dudes is making mistakes already, so it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. Just let dudes make mistakes and build off of their strengths. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it.
Mhm.
They pulling these games. Just keep pulling these games, keep getting better. You know what I mean? And stop. Steph can't do everything by himself. So it's glad Wiggins is continue to do what he do, and I'm glad Wiggins is doing what he doing, bro. Like I ain't even gonna say nothing about Wiggins because it's so many elites out there who want to trade Wiggins, but it's not too many dudes who gonna play defense like that, and then not complain and give you
It's
the
not
same
even like the
production on the
defense.
offense.
It's not even anything like that, bro. But he's a tall person. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah, you
we
need to
need
play
tall
those
people,
guys.
bro. Like
Like I didn't see Kyle. Was Kyle in street clothes
I
or
think
what?
Kyle was hurt. I'm not sure what the situation was, but he was hurt.
What is he hurt with?
I'm not sure.
That's strange. So, or because I didn't see like a report, so I'm wondering if the team thought like, okay, well, Draymond is playing, so we could just rest Kyle tonight. But that's obviously, if that's the case, if he's healthy, that was obviously a mistake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm seeing Debo, Draymond walking like Debo on Friday, like with the slides on. So like, if anything, I'm kind of worried about Draymond. Like he took a few games off, like. He not right. He obviously could see that. So
Yeah.
we're gonna definitely need people to win, step up right now as a collective.
Yeah. So kind of when I look at it, bro, let's see what trades they can pull off. Um, the expirings that they got Looney out there. They got GP2, he's an expiring. They got Dennis's contract, but you know, what game changers are out there? I hear people talking about Vooch, you know, every day I have people, coming on playback like they're talking to, Mike Dunleavy. Um, trying to convince me like I'm like Mike Dunleavy. Let me tell you something. Mike, don't trade for Vooch. It's a mistake. Don't. Don't trade for him.
You say Mike listening right now on his
Mike, if you're listening,
his T-Mobile.
Mike, if you're listening, don't trade for him. It's a waste of time. Find something else. More versatility. You can't have enough versatility. Please, I beg. Beg. More versatility. No bigs, no stiffs. Please. More versatility. More people that can guard on their perimeter. I beg. That's what we need. More versatility. No more bigs, no stiffs, please. They're not good. OKC has all guards and they're locking up. Their defense is 10 points better than league. That's better than any defense relative to league in the last 20 years. Go look it up. Mike, please, I beg. Defense, that's the key. The Rockets can't shoot. Look at where they are in the conference. Steve was out here doing nonsense. I'm telling you. Defense, defense, defense. That's the path. There's nobody that you can trade that's going to bring us over the top. All they're going to do is take away from the Steph Curry offense. So trade for more versatility. There's nobody out there that's going to turn this from a 111 offense to a 118 offense. That's the type of jump that we need. And there's nobody out there that's going to do that. All they're going to do is take away Mike. Listen, Mike. Mike, listen. So yeah, that's what we need, Bruce.
Nah, I think Mike already tapped in, man.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll
Bruce,
see.
this meme coin is at $35, bro. Fucking hell. That's probably why Shadow jumped out.
A lot of Shadow trying to move some dividends over, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I took a little something out this morning, but I didn't take a lot out, so I'm still good.
Yeah, the digital galaxy right now is crazy, man.
Yeah. All right, chat. I'm gonna do this. Let me run over to playback.tv/space gang, and we'll wrap it up over there. So again, we got it, man. We nice. We good. Playback.tv/space gang, and give a prayer for Steph Curry's ankle tonight. Um, and let's just hope it's not anything serious. That's the main thing that we're kind of worried about right now. So let's head over to playback.tv/space gang.